Canada indeed were the champions in 1992, but on the far side in lane number 1, a little bit of a surprise here. Russia, who were 4th in the world, just squeezing out Great Britain to qualify for today's final. Next to them in lane number 2 are the world champions. Roland Barr, the man that strokes so much, rests on his shoulders today. And next to them in lane number 3, all in orange, the runners-up in the last 2 world championships, Holland, and this is their dream. This has been 3 years in the making, but will it happen today? Then the United States, bronze medalists in 1995, world champions 2 years ago in Indianapolis. Canada, well, they're real outsiders here. They were only 8th in the world last year. And completing the lineup, Australia, yet again another boat in the final to emphasize their growing strength.
Australia with the last year's silver medalists in pairs sitting in the stern there, Richard Wynne and Rob Walker. And they're the ones who helped bring this crew into the final in a fantastic semi-final race 2 days ago.
But it's the Dutch, Dan, with Nico Rinks and Ronald Florin, who began this dream of producing an 8 that would win the Olympic gold. On their way, they've just been pipped in 1995 and 1994 for the world title. But this surely the last chance, the big chance, the big day.
Well, it's Holland to watch, I think. They've been dominant all through this year. They made 2 changes to their crew from last year, and they say that the boat now goes straight and true. And in this lineup of 6/8s, it is the Dutch crew which has the superior technique. When they're on their way, they look absolutely perfect. They move so well, and they are a joy to watch. Let's see if they can do it now. This is their big test, and at the moment, it's Canada in lane 5 who've just sneaked the lead, moving very well. This is what they did 4 years ago. They shot out into the front and held on right through to the line. Can they do it again? They at the moment have the lead, but the United States, that powerful crew, they've signaled now for the last 3 years that they were going to take this gold medal. This is the one they want, but at the moment, the United States are 5th.
Nico Rinks and Ronald Florin, the men in the stroke seat and the 7 seat, setting the rhythm for this Dutch crew, and they, the Olympic champions in double sculls back in 1988.
The average age of this Dutch crew is 30, so they have a lot of experience in that boat, but none more than their stroke man, who is setting that extraordinarily effective rhythm. But as they pass the 500 meters, it is lane 2, Germany, who have the lead. Roland Barr, the world champions, they have the lead, just a fraction ahead of Holland.
And I think Roland Barr knows that this is what he has to do. He's got to stay up there the whole time with them. Canada, with Adam Parfitt setting the rhythm for them, also well in contention. The Australians finding this a bit hot, and the Americans are in a real fight now.
A lot of water flying around there with the American blades. A lot of power, but they are missing quite a bit of water at the catch there. Big hard legs. They like to get out in front fast as well, but they haven't done it this time. For the moment, it's Holland just behind Germany. Holland in that stride, very relaxed, loose rhythm, and in the background there, in lane 1, Russia.
Yes, in that American crew, Doug Burden in the bow, due to celebrate his 31st birthday. Well, he's looking for a gold medal with all his crew members, but it's going to be tough as we come through to the half distance now, and you can see it's Germany and Holland bow to bow as they come towards this line, and still Germany by a fraction, with Canada in 3rd place ahead of the United States. And on the far side, still up in the race there, are the Russians in lane number 1. They're not done with yet.
Well, these are the early leaders, both crews, both Germany and Holland, looking very relaxed, very loose. But it's Holland who've got the slightly better rhythm, and it's Holland now who've taken the lead. Holland there just in the last 30 strokes, changed gear and moved into the lead, and they now have a canvas lead, and they are flowing. Just watch how they flow there onto the catch, pick it up and push it past the pin. Very, very comfortable moving. Rico Rinks there at strokes, so relaxed, so easy, no extra tension at all. And they are moving that boat now away with every stroke. And Canada have moved past the United States and are now challenging on the far side Germany.
Yes, and Russia still, Dan, in the hunt. Don't rule the Russians out. They are certainly rowing above themselves in lane number 1 at the moment. But it's Holland who've got now the advantage, building it up to maybe half a length now over Germany. And the Dutch army soon will see their crew, and there's a huge army here, and the fans include Wilhelm Alexander, the Crown Prince, and Erika Terpstra, the Minister of Sport, also on the other side of the course here, and you can see this is the one that matters to them as much as it does to the men in the boat.
Well, they've waited a long, long time. Stern pair, gold medalists in 1988, silver medalists in 92, and now they are moving through to take another gold medal for Holland in the 8s. Germany in second place, holding off Canada, Russia, and the United States. United States trying to get back on terms here, trying to get into the medals. It's Germany in second place.
Canada really fighting it out with Russia on the far side now. The Canadians really working hard. There's the Russian blue shirts on the far side. Canadian bow just out of his shot, coming into the last 100 meters. The technique and the flow and the rhythm of Holland still there, still solid performance. The Germans, all credit to them. They've really stuck to their guns. The Russians and the Canadians, they're very, very tight together, those two crews, as we come through to the finish now. The Dutch just waving everything orange as the crew comes through to achieve the dream. Germany will be second, and Russia have just outgunned the Canadians, with the Americans down in 5th place, and Australia still to cross the line. What a final, what an occasion by the Dutch there. What a tremendous job, and they've done it, Dan.
They've done it, and it was most done with such cool. At halfway, they were just down on Germany, then they changed gear, and there they are. There's Rico Rinks in the stroke seat, being congratulated by his 6th man. But what a triumph, and what disappointment again for the United States.
And they had so much criticism when they started the idea of putting this 8 together, but now they've vindicated their decision and all the work of the past 3 years.
And all credit as